Good morning, my lovelies. Today I am going to do something exciting. I am going to go spend some money and replenish my makeup collection. I am just finishing up my matcha here. But if you saw my makeup declutter video, you will know that I am missing a few products, and I am so grateful to all of you who suggested replacements or just great products in general, because I have now a scarily full shopping list that I am bringing with me today, which is good because I needed some recommendations and I am so grateful. So thank you so much. I am just going to finish up drinking my matcha and wake up my face a little bit, and then I am going to head out. I always find these sort of replenishing days. I don't typically go makeup shopping a lot because I just want to avoid falling back into the habit of going makeup shopping because I'm bored, if that makes sense. I don't know if any of you can relate, but when I do have to actually buy some more makeup, I always just get a bit like, oh, I hope this doesn't make me want to go shopping every week from now on. So while I am stood here, I wanted to also just talk a little bit about my Ultrahuman ring, which I have been wearing now for close to a month, I think, and I just want to give you an update on how I have been getting on with it. And the short of it is I have been getting on with it really well. It's been so interesting, and a lot of things have kind of clicked for me a little bit where I haven't really been able to connect the dots previously. Sometimes I will be a little bit more tired, and then I will check my Ultrahuman app and I will see things like my heart rate dropping a little bit late and just sleep disturbances. I had absolutely no idea the amount of data it collected, and it's been truly fascinating. And I also really enjoy seeing the heart rate. It's very, like, I knew it's very obvious that it will go up when you are at the gym or stressing. And speaking of stress, it does also measure things like when you are stressed and when you are productively stressed, is how I would kind of best describe it. But I have noticed that there are actually quite a few things I can do to get into that sort of productive stress state of mind, and I do really feel like this is correct when I am thinking back, when I am analyzing the data. And I have been kind of implementing some of these things to make myself the most productive when I really need it. So I feel like it's helped me become a little bit more productive at work, because I can kind of put into place some of the things that I need in order to function at my best. And of course, I've only used it for a month, so I'm still very much sort of finding my way with it, testing things out. I have been very pleasantly surprised though. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it did take, I think, between a week or 2 weeks to kind of calibrate a little bit and get to know me. So the health goals it has. So for example, how long you should ideally sleep, that changes once it gets to know you and how much sleep you actually need. And it's been really motivating me to go to bed earlier and just get the best sleep that I can. And it honestly tracks so many different things. I feel like I still have weeks and probably months left to really explore and track things and get the most out of each measurement here. I just have my phone here. It tracks things like your steps, and it also tracks calories, and it also obviously measures your sleep, and it measures so many different things in like how you sleep, obviously how much you sleep, how many sleep cycles you have, how often it shows you when you wake up, and it even measures how many turns you have during the night, and it gives you a little sort of sleep report at the end of the day, at the end of the night, and just so many different things. It's honestly a lot to digest. So I've just started with some of the measurements and kind of trying to track them and trying to find patterns in my own life and what causes things to happen. And it's honestly such a fascinating thing. I am really happy that I got this one, and I have mentioned this before. I was very kindly sent this by Ultrahuman, and a competitor ring you might be more familiar with is the Aura ring. This one is a little less expensive and you don't have that recurring subscription. I just have such subscription fatigue. If I knew how much enjoyment I would get out of this, I would have gotten it way sooner. And I feel like I am getting to the point where I'm understanding the data a little bit more, and I am changing my habits and my actions and seeing the results through the app, and then I can kind of work out the best routine for me. So I'm really excited to finally get to that point. I will definitely update you once I have used it for a little bit longer as well. They also gave me a discount code I could share with you. So if you want a little bit of a better price, you can use SCORE10. I'll put that in the description box as well. And of course, I will have the ring linked there as well. And if you already have this ring, I would love to hear what you think about it. And before we head out, I just want to show you my outfit, as always. I'll show you the full thing, but this is one of my newest pieces. This is a cardigan from Lily Silk. I have been obsessed with everything I got from them. It's so incredibly soft. I have been living in this, and I know I have worn it for 2 or 3 videos already. So sorry if you're tired of it, but I'm not. All right, we have my outfit here. It's super casual. Just as I am going to be running some errands, I need to cut that thread. They sometimes get a little bit long because I've just cut the bottom hem off. It was a little bit long, and I do like the frayed look, but I need to, as you can see, they do sometimes get a little bit long. These jeans I've talked about many times. They are the slim cut jeans from And Other Stories. They're so comfy. They have the perfect amount of stretch, and I always wear them when I want something kind of casual and just very comfortable. And this cardigan, as I mentioned, this is from Lily Silk. They very kindly sent me a few pieces, and I am obsessed with all of them. I love them so much. But this cardigan I have worn in a few videos already. It's so good. It's so soft. It's a wool and cashmere blend, and I can't stop wearing it. It's the coziest, most comfy thing ever. And then I have my Coach Tabby. I just thought this color went so well with the cardigan. I knew I had to go for it. And this is the, what is the name of this color again? Stone something. Dark stone. I'm sorry, I forget the color. It's been quite popular, and I think they still do it. It's a really good color for autumn. It doesn't quite match my boots. They are from Vivaya. I have worn these a ton because they are so comfortable. So even though they do have a little bit of a heel, they are perfect for running errands in. So I have worn these a lot, and I am just going to pair it with my cropped collared jacket that I also keep re-wearing on repeat. I'm very sorry if these videos get repetitive because I keep wearing the same favorite pieces all the time. I also have this freshwater pearl necklace. I don't actually know if they still do this exact thing, but I saw a couple of versions from Monica Vinader that look very similar. They look so beautiful, so I will link those as well. I really love the casual vibe of this outfit because it's just so relaxed and so comfortable, but I still feel like the details, the basics are a little bit more elevated, so I feel like I still look pulled together. And it's really nice and warm as well because it's 2 degrees out today, so it's getting a little bit chilly. We are nearing freezing temperatures, but this is definitely going to keep me warm, and obviously I will be inside doing a lot of shopping as well. So I am ready to go and spend some money. Let's go. Okay, I am here. It's so grey and dreary today. Autumn can be so beautiful and full of colours, but we do have a fair bit of these quite uninspiring days as well. But I have a little list on my phone of the things that I am looking for today. I wrote them down as I did my declutter, but I also got some, as I mentioned, excellent suggestions from you guys. So one thing I will be looking for, I have this lipstick, and this is the YSL Volupte Shine. I love this color and I love this formula. You can see I just have a tiny bit left. But one of you told me that the new formula has the exact same shade and that it is pretty similar enough, hopefully. I hope they have it in stock. I am going to go in and look for it at the very least. I also have some things I am just going to buy duplicates of. And I also got a few of you recommending a Chanel I can't pronounce it anyways, but a highlighting fluid. So I will be looking for that. I hope I can find it. And I guess we'll go through the loot after I have done some damage, and I'll see you back here. I'm always looking for light bronzers that work on my very pale skin, and these Estee Lauder ones look so light. But I think maybe the next bronzer I try is going to be a cream one. And I am obviously looking for a highlighting product to replace my Armani one, and some of you recommended Dior. I can't really remember which product, so maybe it's this one. Okay, that's super glittery. Probably not this one, no. How do you wear this much glitter? I'm not judging, I'm just wondering. Oh, I think it might be this one. It looks well loved, and yeah, let me see if I can get any of it out. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That is really gorgeous. This is a primer. I can see why this was recommended. It's very subtle though, so might be too subtle. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping this in mind though. YSL. So here we have the Love Shine lipsticks. This is $150. Really hope the shade is the same. Let's see. It looks promising. I mean, they look quite similar. The Love Shine is at the top. You can see it. The texture is a little different, but I think I need to try it anyways. I'm gonna need one of these to replace my old one, just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. I found Chanel. Oh, they have far too much that I want, but let's see if we can find that highlighter glow product thing. I mean, it's not this one, but it's a highlighter, and we love that. Oh, that's very glittery. Are we doing that again? Are we back on doing glitter highlighters? Have I missed the boat? Does anyone know? Looks like some really soft blushes. I am looking for lighter blushes. That's very light. I do want one, but I just don't want them full of white pigment, if that makes sense. They look pretty though. Another highlight. Oh, that's so wet looking. Pretty, pretty. I found it. I'm pretty sure this is it. And it's the right shade. I think this comes in 2 shades, and this is the lighter one, Pearly Glow. So let's try it on. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? That is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I want to bathe in this. Oh, okay, well, this is coming home with me. Every time I go makeup shopping, which is not as often as it used to be, I am reminded that makeup is very expensive. That was so expensive compared to how few products I ended up with. But let's do a little makeup haul in the car, shall we? Because I have a few more errands to run and I'm genuinely not sure if it will still be light out by the time I get back home and can show you, and isn't that just a little sad? I think so. Anyways, I ended up with quite a few products that I needed, so I am probably going to buy the rest of it during Cyber Week, but I got some very much needed products. You saw me try some of them on, so let me just show you some of the things you didn't see. If you saw my declutter, some of these purchases will make a lot of sense to you. I did end up buying a new lash curler because my previous one was looking very used, very tired, and even my sister had a bit of a laugh when she saw it, so it was definitely about time. I bought the Shiseido eyelash curler. Didn't find the Shuimura one, which maybe I should have waited, but hopefully this one will work well. I am not going to try it now because I do have mascara on my lashes and I don't want to risk accidentally breaking them. Just for the sake of trying a new lash curler, I can wait until tomorrow. Then you saw this. I bought a new Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I've gone through so many of these. Honestly, is this still what we love wearing, or should I try something else next time? You get into this, I don't know, this feeling that if I'm going to try something new when I buy makeup so much more infrequently than what I did, I just don't want to be disappointed. I really don't want to buy something that's a dud, if that makes sense. But if you have any other recommendations for brow pomades, I am open to hearing it. Then I also bought a new mascara, which was very needed as well. It's the Clinique High Impact mascara, and I think this one washes off with warm water, or maybe not. I guess I will find out tomorrow when I use it. I have used Clinique mascaras quite a bit before. I do like them. They're just, if you have sensitive eyes, I find that they are quite good for that. Now onto something I can actually try and use. I have been wanting this concealer for the longest time, and honestly I think I've actually had it before. It was right before I discovered my infection and I had to get rid of all my makeup. I'll link that video in case you have not seen it. It was not the most fun I've ever had, I will say that, but I did throw away everything, and that included one of these concealers. I'm pretty sure it was this one, and I had used it only a couple of times. It was devastating and I had not bought a new one since. But this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, and this one just has such a good coverage. I did say in my makeup decluttering video that I wanted a new concealer that could possibly replace, I had two concealers. I had the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and then my Clarins one, and I wanted something that could possibly replace both of them. Let's see if I can get a bit more light if I do this. Oh, much better. And I do think this might be it. And I bought this in the shade 2, which if I remember correctly was a tiny touch darker than the shade 3. The shades are so confusing. You can tell I really need a better under eye concealer. I mean, how amazing is that? How amazing is that? Oh, I should have bought this a long time ago. I should have just bought this when I tried my Clarins and I didn't love it as much as I had hoped, but I am quite stubborn, so when I do buy something now, I just notice I want to actually use it. I get a bit annoyed. I don't want to just, oh, I didn't like it, I'll buy something new, if that makes sense. Oh, this is so good. This is just so good. I love it. And then I bought 2 Milk makeup products. Honestly, I'm not sure they were the wisest decision, but I did need a new eyebrow gel and I wanted to try something other than the one I had. I had the Benefit, I think it's called 24-hour brow setter, maybe. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Lamination Gel, and you know, brow lamination, that sounds promising. That should work. This is very small. I'm probably gonna have to repurchase this in a month. We'll see. Oh, the brush is tiny. Well, it seems quite effective. That actually looks quite nice. I'd love to hear what you think about this if you have tried it, but this actually worked really well. I'm so pleasantly surprised. This is the fun thing about trying new products as well, and not only repurchasing the same things again and again. I did end up buying 2 highlighter products, and I feel like one doesn't make sense without the other, so let me tell you the story. I did show you in store that I looked at this one from Chanel, and it is the, well, you can probably read the packaging faster than I can pronounce whatever that is, but it was gorgeous. Oh my goodness, thank you so much to those of you who recommended I try this. So this is the bottle. I feel like, considering this is Chanel, it's super expensive, but you do get a ton of product, much more than I thought you would. How much is in here? 30 ml. That is a very, very decent amount of product, I think. And this is to replace my Giorgio Armani Glow Enhancer, Glow something. I've talked about it quite a lot. I do love it. This one is, I want to say it's not exactly the same, but purpose-wise, I feel like it will serve the same purpose. Okay, so I just have to put some more on my hand. It's so beautiful. This one isn't quite as icy and perhaps a touch less intense, but it does give you that healthy skin in a bottle. My goodness, you can see the difference in my hands. Sometimes it's not that easy to see until you hold them up against each other. It's just so glowy and beautiful without looking like you have a ton of product on it. I'm so impressed with this. I can't wait to put it all over my face and my neck and everything and mix it in with my foundation. It's beautiful. I do really, really like it. So I feel like this is going to make a very good substitute for my Armani Glow product thing, whatever, that I cannot find in my shade anymore. But this is not a bad alternative at all. This is gorgeous. Like all Chanel products, it does have a little bit of a scent, a lot of a scent. So that is the only kind of drawback. I don't mind it at all, but I know that a lot of people do, and I just feel like maybe we should stop putting perfume into products. Anyways, my story for why I ended up buying another highlighting product, and this is tiny because first I was told they were sold out of this and I just panicked, so I went looking for other highlighting products. I shouldn't have done this, but anyways, I saw this and it's a little highlighter stick, and when I say tiny, I mean tiny. This is so small. This is from, as you can see, Milk Makeup, and this is in the shade Turned, wasn't it? And this is a really nice sort of champagne-y color that is more of a highlight and less of a just all over glow product. Very difficult to show you here. Let me try on my cheek. So you can see you definitely need to blend it, but I do like that it's still quite subtle, which is what I wanted. But I really like this one as well. I feel like it looks quite natural, and I was a little bit worried because at first it looked a little bit glittery, but on the skin and in natural light, I don't feel like it's glittery at all. So I just, you know, I thought it was really pretty, so then I was kind of stuck buying both of them. I don't buy a lot of makeup, as you all know, and I don't buy it very often, so I feel like when I do, it's not the end of the world if I buy an extra product or 2 or 3. So I did end up finding the substitute again. Thank you. Someone commented and told me that they do the updated version of this, which I think is called the Love Shine, in the same shade 150, which has been my go-to shade. I love it so much. It became really popular on TikTok. I can see why. It's a perfect pinky nude. And then it was impossible to get a hold of, but they did have one in stock in the new formula. So I really wanted to try on this new YSL lipstick just because I'm so eager to see how it compares to the old one. I hope it's similar, but I could tell in store that the formula of this one seems a little bit more sticky and thick. So we'll see. Maybe I'll like it even better. What I think is so annoying is that they obviously changed the packaging to silver, but the outside is still gold. I don't know why they did silver. Does anyone like that? Does anyone think this is an improvement? Sorry, I don't mean to sound so negative, but the gold is clearly so much nicer. So just for reference, let me put a little swatch on my hand of the old one. And then let's have a look at the new one. Oh, it's so nice with a fresh lipstick. Anyways, let's do that at the top. So I showed you this in store as well. The top one is the new one. They look very, very similar, I think. So I'm just going to try this new one on. That's not bad. I think it definitely feels a little bit more like a lip balm. But this is not bad at all. Okay, this is good. This is good. I have found something. I mean, one of the reasons I go through this one so quickly is that it is so balmy and so kind of slick that I do need to reapply quite often. But I just also really love that it feels like I am applying a lip balm instead of an actual lipstick. It's just so moisturizing. So I really like that. That's a nice color, very expensive, but I do think it's worth it. Because when you actually go through a lipstick, I think you can justify repurchasing it rather than having, as I used to, these massive lipstick collections of so many beautiful lipsticks and really fun colors, but you don't really end up going through any of them at any point. So those are all the things I purchased today. It doesn't feel like a lot, but my bank account definitely felt like it was a little bit a lot. So thank you so much to all of you who recommended products. It really, really helped my shopping excursion today. I am especially happy with both the lipstick and the Chanel highlighter fluid thing. Beautiful products, and I'm so pleased that I now have just tried and found a new replacement for my lipstick. I am really just so tired of finding products I love and then them being discontinued. So thank you so much for the help. It honestly just makes my day and it makes it so much more fun to make these videos as well. If you have any more recommendations, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to hear what you think about this today. I have a couple of parcels I am going to pick up at the post office, so maybe we'll have a look at that before we end today's vlog, but this was a very successful outing, I think. I am just trying to get the last bit of light before we end this vlog today, but I wanted to show you, I picked up some fun things from the post office and I'm super excited to show you. So this is the first little parcel I have, 2 pieces from Monica Vinader. So this is Monica Vinader packaging always is just the nicest. It's such a fun experience to unbox it. And they actually have quite a good ambassador program. Well, good for me at least. I think anyone with over 1,000 followers on Instagram can apply. And then they very generously send out some jewelry. So I'm not asked to talk about it on my YouTube whatsoever, but I wanted to share it nonetheless, even though technically I did not pay for this. So I feel like I should say that. They also didn't ask me to show it on here. So they do go together, belong together, but let's start with the bigger box first. Honestly, Monica Vinader packaging is so beautiful. I think that alone, well, not that alone, but it's also really beautiful quality jewelry. I think it just, when you have nice packaging as well, it just really makes it so much easier to make it a gift, I think. So let me just see. The pouches are really pretty as well. So I picked out this beautiful snake chain necklace. This is in gold vermeil. And I've had something similar but in a much lower quality, and I just really wanted a nice, slightly wider chain. They did have some really beautiful fine chains as well. It's definitely a fine snake chain, but it's a little bit more of a statement, doesn't feel like the right word, but it's just a little bit more than a very fine chain. So I feel like obviously I'm going to take off the other one, but you can see even on its own this is really nice. I did also order something to put on it, which is in here, this little box. They have so many beautiful pieces. My wish list on there just keeps growing. So the pendant I ordered to put on is this one right here. Let's see if the camera will focus. This is called the Guiding Star Pendant. It is also gold vermeil. And I just thought it was so beautiful and such a pretty piece that you can wear with so many different things. I do really love that you can order the pendant and the chain separately, so you can get exactly what you want. I did kind of regret because this one is actually engravable, and I wish I did that, but there we are. Doesn't it just catch the light beautifully? I think it's such a pretty piece. This is just the kind of piece I feel like I can get a ton of wear out of because it's perfect for those everyday daily wear, and it's going to layer really nicely as well, I think. And if you want to buy not just this but anything off of Monica Vinader, they have given me a link that I can share. And if you click through that, you will get automatically, you will have 20% off applied to your basket. I just wanted to share that just in case, again, not sponsored or anything. But I did also order 2 belts that I wanted to share with you. So let me just unwrap them. It's so noisy, so I'm just going to get that over with. Both of these are from Ralph Lauren, but I did order them from Zalando. They're wrapped so strangely, I can't even... This is so odd. I bought 2 belts because I think I'm only going to keep one, but I couldn't decide. So I ordered both. Okay, so this belt right here has kind of a double buckle situation going on. It's a bit difficult to see because there is still just a lot of wrapping on it. And I have been looking for a dark brown belt like this. If you have been following my channel, you know that I have fallen head over heels in love with this shade, and I've bought it in a bag and shoes, and I've yet to find like a very nice high quality belt. I did find the Celine one and it was sold out everywhere. It's probably a good thing, so I didn't spend that money, but I wanted something that is in a nice quality still and not just the one I have from H&M. This one looks really nice. I love the little padlock detail here and the double buckle. I just don't know if that is going to be very impractical. I think I need to try it on with a few different outfits to see how that is looking. And then I'm going to try to open the other one as well. Okay, the belt is free, and you can see what I really like about this is that it has that really big ring in the middle. It's kind of partially double belted. I think this would look so amazing over coats. You can see it's such a statement belt. They're looking a little burgundy rather than brown. A little bit more so in camera as well. I was really hoping it would lean a little bit more brown. This one is leaning more brown though, so maybe you can see the difference between them, which is kind of a shame because I do really love the look of this. The only problem is I probably couldn't wear this with actual trousers because how would you do that? It's way too wide to fit both of these through one belt loop. So that is kind of annoying. I assume this would be something that you could only really wear with outerwear or perhaps over dresses, blazers. It would probably look quite good as well. What do we think? I am uncertain, and I have a feeling that I might need to keep looking. I will try these on with some other things when it's a little bit better light and I have more time to just go through, but I honestly don't feel like I choose either or because they serve such different purposes. I don't really know. If you have a recommendation for a really nice high quality dark brown belt, obviously I want it in leather. I want it not too thick. It has been surprisingly difficult to find something, but I know that I want something in a higher quality. So let me know if you have any recommendations. We are going to end the vlog here because the light is just quickly running away. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I appreciate your feedback on these videos so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!